This is how I play the game! Oh my god! What the fuck?
Oh my god.
And shout out to Salt Factory, who did a 10-bit cheer. And he says, I see your YouTube channel has a lot of negativity. Doesn't every YouTube channel have haters? Yes, they do. The problem is, my detractors, haters, whatever you want to call them, have basically made a series of videos where they look at my comments for the most toxic ones and they put it in videos. So now you got people who purposely just come to my videos to say the stupidest shit in the comments.
So they could get in a video and get famous and popular for 5 seconds. They're basically the biggest losers on the planet.
Because if really the only attention you get in your life is to leave a nasty comment on someone's video, so by chance someone else may capture that comment and put it in their fucking video, you're a fucking waste of life. But there's nothing I can do about it. So, I mean, all I can do is turn off comments completely, because I don't read them. But a lot of people have said don't do that, they like the comments, so whatever. At this point, I don't give a shit. I think I will replay Bloodborne. I think the way I'm going to tackle it is kind of the way that I tackled Scholar of the First Sin. I'm going to play the whole game from start to finish again, as a fresh run. And when I'm doing that, I'll unlock the Old Hunters DLC whenever it becomes available during the playthrough. I'll play it during the playthrough. So that way, anything that I get from the DLC, items, abilities, or whatever, will help me in my actual regular playthrough of the game. Also, this time, I will not grind. If you remember when I played Bloodborne originally, I was grinding every single night so that I would have tons of experience and come back overpowered. I'm not going to do that in this run. I'm going to try to play it way more legitimately than my first run where I grinded like crazy. So, yes, I'm going to be doing that. When am I going to be doing it? Probably at one of two time frames in 2018. Either January, when typically there is nothing going on. I mean, January is usually one of the slowest months of the year for gaming. So either January, if you remember, that's when I did my redemption run for Dark Souls 1 this year. Or I will do it in the summer. Try Me Mr. Honeybun did a 25-bit cheer and apparently says that he too owed me in Killer Instinct and Street Fighter 4, and I called him a waste of life and an idiot. What? Dude, first of all, I haven't played Killer Instinct or Street Fighter 4 in years. If you're still holding a grudge because you might have beaten me in a match and I insulted you in my video, you gotta learn to let go. Like, seriously, if you're still holding a grudge over that, there's still people who, like, in fucking 2007, I played them in Street Fighter 4, and they're still angry about it. It's like, you gotta learn to let go, dude. But, you know, the bottom line is no one should get angry over stuff that I say when I'm playing fighting games and or the commentary of my fighting game videos. A lot of that stuff's overblown on purpose. It's meant to be something that's entertaining. It's meant to be over the top. Yeah, some of it is actually based in real life rage. Like, I'll be honest, when I play Ultra Street Fighter 2, and the match is so fucking terribly laggy, and I lose to some garbage fireball spamming Akuma.
The rage is real.
But if I say something ridiculously inflammatory after, that's not real. That's me just kind of throwing bullshit out there for the sake of expending my rage and, you know, entertainment value.
No, you're not a waste of life because you beat me in Killer Instinct. You know what I mean? Like, I can't believe people, if this is serious, I don't know if he's joking or not. If he's serious, like, dude, are you for real? It's what, 4 or 5 years ago? And you come back 5 years on a stream and you do a 25-bit cheer and you want an apology for something that I said 5 years ago in a video? Let go and move on is the only advice I can tell you. Because if you're still holding a grudge after 5 years for like a match or two that I played, you got problems. I'd like to maybe own my own business. That would be pretty cool. Phil's Italian restaurant, where I have my own family recipe sauce put into all of the different meals. I make pizza, I make pasta, you know, Italian authentic food. That would be cool. Or on the flip side, just having like a small, like a shop where I sell stuff. I don't know what I would sell. Something like that.
I think that the gaming industry has become a very toxic industry. That it's an industry now that's based off of
getting that day one money. I gotta get that day one review, those day one views
on the game. Why do you think certain YouTubers and streamers are dying to get these games early and get exclusive agreement from the game developer or publisher that they could play the stream? Why does this one YouTuber get to play the game 3 days early and everyone else has to wait? Right? It's gross. It's for this. It's not because they love what they're doing. It's not because for the love of the game or because they're true gamers. It's for this. And this is what it's become. It's not about putting out a quality review. It's not about putting out a quality playthrough or a quality stream. It's about making this. And that's sad. Because then you get this situation with Hellblade. They didn't put out a really early code, but I gotta get my review out on release day. I gotta hurry. Rather than me take 1 or 2 days to actually put out a legit quality review, I gotta rush my shit out. And most of the reviewers ended up having egg on their face because they all lied in the reviews.
Because they're morons. Because they only cared about this.
If we were all more responsible, and we weren't about having to play it at the moment of release, and not caring about that, then this whole practice of people putting out shitty reviews and rushing through the games and lying and doing a bad job of being gaming journalists would go away.
Because we wouldn't need any of them.
You wouldn't need to read IGN, Metacritic, we wouldn't need it. Because we would all just...
Wait a day or two, go to the internet, check a playthrough or a stream or a review from a legit gamer who's not in it for this, and end up fucking getting a legitimate idea of what the game is and if you should buy it. But that's the problem. We've all been brainwashed that we need the game immediately. It's the same fucking game if you play it 2 or 3 days later.
You're in range of a nuclear attack from North Korea. Aren't you afraid that you're going to get nuked and you're going to die? And my answer is, I mean, is there an innate kind of looming possibility that in some situation that a nuke may come over here and kill me? Yes. There's nothing I can do about it. It's not like, you know, I have the ability to just get up and go and say, oh, well, because North Korea and, you know, U.S. are at bad relations right now, I'm going to move to the Midwest where nukes can't reach.
And by the way, I should bring this up. I should have brought this up. Right now, folks, I'm in a situation financially that's not so good. You have to be brain dead fucking stupid to believe that. And I am heading into the busiest gaming part of the year. So if anyone would like to donate games, I am open to accepting them. A lot of people this year, actually what they did is they would send me the code digitally and I would be able to play the game on release day. If anyone wants to do that, I'm all for it. I'm willing to accept donations because at this point, any little bit helps. Any less money I have to spend makes this hardcore gaming season easier for me to cover these games. So, perfect example here, Destiny. There's no way I'm playing Destiny 2 and spending money on it. But if someone wants to donate it to me, then I'll play it. So, there you go. Oh my god. Like, I'm just so tired of this stupid shit.
Leonara says, have I ever considered getting home workout or cardio equipment? Yes. In fact, if and when I finally get a chance to clean out the office across the way that is now a worthless room that's not used at all, I may get something for that. Maybe an exercise bike or, you know, they have all this stuff you can get now. Just to get maybe some cardio in without having to actually physically walk around and hurt myself. Because that's the thing, if I walk a lot, I'll actually end up hurting my back again. So, what I may do is, you know, something like that. I don't know. People said, why don't I do the DDP yoga stuff, right? That was something that was mentioned a couple days ago. Someone cheered with asking me about DDP yoga.
Lol.
Glitch Craze did a 20-bit cheer. He says, I was curious of how Project 7 was going to end, being as how we never got to see the series completed. My original idea was that I was going to basically play the entirety of Final Fantasy 7 and get through all the shitty parts, and then at the end of the game, it was going to be like, alright, I finally was forced to play this game that I hate from my past, and I defeated it, and then Death Space was going to be like, no, now the trick is, you have to start from the beginning, you can never leave, and the game starts over again. But then I was going to, like, something was going to happen, I was going to find a way to, like, escape and flip it on him and trap him in a bad game. But I never really finished writing, so I don't even know what that bad game was going to be or anything like that. Soul Factory asks, why am I called the King of Hate?
I have no fucking self-control.
Very simple answer here, because over the years, whether it was in Street Fighter as a competitive player, or whether it's on YouTube, or whether it's on Twitch, or whatever, people for whatever reason tend to turn things negatively against me, and I try to use that fuel to say, people say you suck, people say you can't do something, you can't be successful, to basically motivate myself to keep going and prove them wrong and be successful. So I'm the king of the hate against me is really what it is, okay?
Oh.
Game Master 2003 is dead. Did a 10-bit cheer says, if someone offered you immortality, would you take it? No. What I would like is immortality with the ability to choose when I want to end my life. Let's put it that way. Because it may come to a point, if you ever see all these horror stories about immortality, it's like, you can never die no matter what, right? So maybe to be able to choose when you want to die, when you feel like you've had enough life, a fulfilling life, then be able to do it, that would be good. But I would not want outright immortality.
Oh my god, my throat. We gotta end soon because you hear my voice is starting to go out now.
Alice Telemon did a 79-bit cheer and he says they found pallets of Nintendo Switches sitting in a warehouse. Photos have leaked.
No shit. Why do people not believe me? Why do people not believe me that it's artificial demand for the Switch? Yes, it's not real demand. The reason the demand exists is because Nintendo is controlling the product supply
to make it look like everyone's buying the Switch, when in reality, they're barely shipping any to stores on purpose. They did the same thing with the fucking Wii U. Remember the Wii U was sold out for like a month, right? But then, all of a sudden, people realized, we don't want this piece of shit. And then, of course, every store had a million of them. With the Switch, they've even done it even better, where they're regulating their supply chain to make sure that they only ship a couple units when they sell out, and that's it. I'm telling you guys, you gotta understand that this is the reality of the situation. Nintendo is not as popular as they pretend to be. They're not. Alright, these final 2 questions, and this will wrap it up, folks. Golden Colt said 100-bit cheer. He says, what do you think of former porn stars streaming on Twitch? It's absolute degeneracy.
Yeah, because you know what they're doing. The former porn stars, big titties or whatever. Oh, look at my titty cam. Titties, titties, send me money while I play games. Do you really think they're fucking legit gamers? Of course not. But hey, anything for this, right? I prefer a penne. Oh! Easy to eat. Oh! Tough titties.